Are you struggling to create blog content? It can seem like the days go by so fast and it is already time to post again. If you keep feeling like you're getting behind in your content creation, this video is for you. I'll be going over what a content calendar is, why you need one, and how to fill it. Plus, I'll be giving you a sneak peek view on what my personal content calendar looks like as well. Let's get started. Before we get started here, my name is Sarah and my passion is blogging. So that's why on this channel I teach blogging tips to women who want to build a business and make money with blogging. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. So the first thing I want to go over is why exactly do you need a content calendar and what is it? So a content calendar is essentially just a list of posts that you want to create for your blog. And it's a good idea to have one of these because, number one, you will never have to wonder what you're going to post. So I personally like to fill out my content calendar once a month, but some people can do it once a quarter, and some people can even do it 6 months in advance. You can really fill out a content calendar as often as you like. I recommend you at least sit down once a month and do the content calendar for the next month because you'll never have to wonder what you're going to post. As bloggers, we have a lot of things that we need to do, from content creation to answering emails to handling our own email list to promoting on social media, taking photos for our blog. There is a ton of hats that we wear, and posting things on our blog is one of the biggest things that we need to do. But time can get away from you, and all of a sudden you realize the night before you're supposed to post something that you actually have to post something the next day to keep a consistent blogging schedule. So with a content calendar, if you sit down once a month and you plan out how many posts that you're going to post that month and what you're going to post, you can make sure that you will never miss another blog post again. Another thing is your ideas will be thought out and well researched. If you are just flying by the seat of your pants and you're deciding what to post the night before that you post it, you're probably going to feel a bit rushed when you're writing your post, and it's not going to be as well keyword researched or as well thought out, or the pictures might not be as good, or the writing might not be as good, or you might not go as in-depth as you normally would if you had thought out the post a month in advance. Because when I write my content calendar, what I tend to do is I like to keyword research the post a bit to make sure it's even a good topic before I even put it on my content calendar. That way I know that I'll do more in-depth research later into it, but if I see something and I see that it has 0 searches, I'm not even going to bother trying to put it on my content calendar. So you will just be able to research your posts a little bit better and think them out a little bit more before you just write something up quickly and post it. You can also schedule your posts in advance. This is one of the things that I like to do because I like to batch create my content. So I will be, for example, today, I will be recording 3 different videos today, and I already have the scripts written for them. I literally just have to record them. I do the same thing with my blog posts. And if you are not sure what you're going to post, there's no way that you can actually batch your content so that you can get those posts scheduled in advance. If you do it at the beginning of the month and you know what you're going to post, when you sit down to write one day, you can knock out 2 or 3 blog posts, at least the outlines for them, and then later you can actually go and write the actual content for them and polish them up all at the same time. That is one of the things that I love to do, is batch create my content, and with a content calendar it makes it so much easier. If you want to learn a little bit more about batch creating your content, I wrote a blog post on it, so I will leave a link down below in the description if you want to check it out. So now I want to go over how are you actually going to fill up your content calendar. And the first tip that I have for you is pretty obvious. Get ideas. So it's going to be pretty hard to fill up your content calendar if you don't actually have any ideas to put in it. So what I like to do is every so often I will have kind of like a brain dump, and I will just write down as many blog post ideas as I can think of in one sitting. So for me, I have a Google Docs that I have filled with blog post ideas so that whenever I go to fill up my content calendar, if I don't have an idea, I can refer to that list of blog post ideas and just fill in my content calendar. So if you don't have a running list of blog post ideas, you definitely need to make one. If you want to check out the last video I just did where I teach you how to come up with endless blog post ideas, I'll leave a link on the card right here and in the description box below if you want to check it out. So we're going to get to tip 2 in 1 second, but I wanted to ask you the question of the day. And that is, do you keep a content calendar for yourself? Is there something that you have that keeps track of your blog post, whether it be in Google Sheets, Excel, or just a physical planner? And if not, how do you plan posts? Do you tend to just fly by the seat of your pants and post whatever you feel like, or do you actually plan your post out? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your answers. Tip number 2 is keyword research. So I talked about this a little bit before, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with it right now. What exactly is keyword research? Keyword research is when you type in a short-term or a long-term keyword phrase that people were going to look up. So for example, how to start a blog. That would be a long-term key phrase, and I would say probably start a blog would be the short-term key phrase for that. So you really want to make sure that you are creating posts that people are actually searching for. To figure that out, you do keyword research. You have to think about what questions people are typing into Google, because everything that people type is considered a keyword or a keyword phrase. And there is a lot that goes into keyword research. You aren't going to need to do all of it when you start your content calendar, but if you want, you should do at least a little bit of light keyword research so that you can make sure that your posts are actually what people are searching for. So like I said before, I will do a little bit of light keyword research and type all of my blog post ideas into a free Google tool called Google Keyword Planner. And I'll just type in a couple keywords that I would like to hit with a post, and if I see that they have 0 results, or if I see that there's a high competition, I might not even consider putting that blog post on my content calendar. If you want to learn a little bit more about keyword research, I wrote a blog post on a beginner's guide to keyword research, and I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to check it out. Step 3 is now simply just to fill up your content calendar. Now that you have all the ideas and you're sure that they're actually going to be researched, all you have to do is just fill in the content calendar. It is really that simple. Of course, it is going to be a little bit more difficult to find the ideas and the keyword research, but really those are just the 3 steps. Getting the ideas, keyword researching a little bit to make sure that they're good and your audience wants them, and then just filling in the blog post ideas. So now I want to get into my personal content calendar a little bit so I can show you exactly what this content calendar looks like. So you can see here on my content calendar, in the first column, I have the dates that I want to post. So I post every Monday on my blog. Then I have a done section to where I just put a little X whenever the blog post is done. I have the blog post name. I either just put in an idea or a potential blog post name that I would like to hit. And there's a good chance I will change the name once I've actually done the full keyword research for it. So these are just the slight ideas that I have really. And then I have note/need to do section. So these are when I will put any notes if I want to do a YouTube video attached to it, or if I'm done with it, or if it's written, or if it needs to be scheduled, or basically I put whatever physically needs to be done with the blog post. And then I like to put on my content calendar different social media promo. So I want to make sure that I have promoted my blog post on all different types of social media. So I have a small section for that as well. You can either put the graphic that you want to use there, or you can put the description that you want to put in the social media post. I tend to put the social media post description that I want to put in there as opposed to the graphic. But of course these posts will be going out more than once. This is just for the very first time that they go out. And then I also have a monthly overview. So I haven't filled this out yet because it's only like August 16th. So I will eventually fill this out with my different blog post ideas once they're finalized, and I will probably also put the emails that I'd like to do, and I might also put the YouTube videos that I'm planning on putting out. If you only have a blog, then you could really just use this to see where your blog posts are going out. I have a lot of other content that I want to put in here and put out for the month, so you can always customize this to you. If you would like to grab a copy of my content calendar, I'll leave a link down in the description below and you can check it out. And the content calendar that I'm giving away is completely customizable. It is available in Excel and Google Sheets, so you can download it into any platform that you prefer to use. I would recommend using Google Sheets because you can access Google Sheets on your computer and you can access Google Sheets on your phone. And honestly, when you are a content creator, it is so nice to have access to your content calendar whenever you want, because then you can just put in the blog post ideas that you have whenever you want if you like to create on the go. So there is an Excel version if you want to download it, but I also put in the instructions how to download it on Google Sheets as well if you would prefer that. So that is it for this video. If you want to check out the first video in this blog post writing series that I am doing, you can click or tap the screen right here. It will take you to a video of how to create endless blog post ideas. And if you want to check out any of the other videos that I've done, you can click or tap the screen right here for the video that YouTube has personally picked out for you to check out. And other than that, as always, on this channel, I teach blogging tips to women who want to make money and build a business with blogging. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!